These are one of those videos that nobody wants to really hear, but we're going to get into the $1 million junk removal service that thinks they made $1 million, but actually have no money in the bank. So let's get into it right now, guys. My name I'm owner of junkguysdfw. Wait. All right, my name is Ricardo. I'm owner of junkguysdfw here in the Dallas and the Fort Worth area here in Texas. I also own about 10 accounts across the U.S. with the Junk Guys brand, and I own 2 haunted houses here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. One in Dallas, a 5,000 square foot facility in Dallas, Texas, and a 25,000 square foot facility here in Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, let's get into the misunderstanding of junk removal, and I'm going to tell you, this is going to ruffle feathers for a lot of people. If you have 5 trucks or less, 5 trucks or less, and you have 10 employees, maybe 5, 6 employees, and you made $1 million in revenue with your employees and your trucks, and you made $1 million in revenue, you are broke. You probably made less than $100,000 in your junk removal service. And don't forget, you still have a personal life. Yikes. The reality is that when you hire 10 employees and you have 5 trucks, that's 5 payments. That's 5 insurance payments. That's 5 liabilities you have to worry about. Okay? Then you have 10 employees. That's 10 people that this junk removal service that you own and supposedly is profitable, you have to now supply enough business to keep these people busy. Now, if you thought that wasn't bad enough, now you have to also, this is crazy, you also have to pay for ads. You have to pay for leads. You have to pay for a company to do your SEO, because your lazy employees aren't going to do it anyway. Then you have to pay someone to do your website. You have to pay, because at this point you're not making any money, so you're really going to dig a hole for yourself. What you're going to do is buy a CRM that's going to be worthless to your business, because the database, you don't know where all the database is going anyway. You're going to do all this, and at the end of the year, you're going to make $1.2 million, supposedly, and have about $70,000 that you made profit, but it's all gone too, because you have personal expenses. Yeah, you love that, don't you? The reality is, I've been doing this for over 18 years, and there are people that say they make $1 million in junk removal. They sell $1 million in junk removal. Well, hell, over the last 18 years, I guess I've made a handful. I'm a millionaire then, because I made over millions of dollars doing this. But where is it at? Where is that money? Right? It's not in the bank. Where is it at? It doesn't make any sense, right, guys? Okay, so let's say $250,000 to $290,000 in 5 years. That's yearly what my sales are in the junk removal industry here every year. Let's say in 5 years I made $1 million, right? 300,000. Let's just hypothetically say, hypothetically, let's say I made $300,000 in junk removal. In 3.5 years, I'm a millionaire. Holy shit! I didn't even know that. I'm a millionaire. Respect me all. Everybody kneel before Zod. I'm a millionaire automatically? No, guys. No, guys. If you sold $1 million in junk removal, does not make you a millionaire, or does not make you any smarter than the next idiot in junk removal. It just says that you made $1 million in sales. The best. Use common sense. Jesus Christ, guys, use common sense. There is no theory out there that makes you think that you're a millionaire because you sold $1 million in junk. services. Because you did $1 million in junk removal service means you're probably not making any money at all. And that's the fact. The fact is that to hit the $1 million mark in junk removal is a difficult thing to do, but to make any money is even tougher to do. Yeah. So you can hit the million. There's a wreck right there. They hit each other. Ooh, messed up your car, buddy. To make $1 million in junk removal and to hit that mark is an achievement. But let's see how much money you have in the bank, because you have a lot of employees. You have a lot of employees. You have a lot of work. But nobody ever shows receipts. Where's that at? I've never understood that part. Nobody ever shows receipts. They just talk about making this money, but never show any of it. Hey, I made $1 million in junk removal. Okay, congratulations. So did the Subway down the street. By the way, let me talk to you about Subway. Subway, I have him, and he was telling me that his Subway makes every year his Subway makes about $1.8 million in sales, and out of that $1.8 million, he makes about 3%. 3%. So I was thinking, $8 million, 3%. That's 368. I said, wait a minute, are you telling me you make about $60,000 close to that? He goes, yeah, but the cool thing about it, Ricardo, is I'm not there ever. I just order all the stuff and I just overview the Subway. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, that makes a little better sense. He's never there. He doesn't have to be there. He just makes an extra residual income of $60,000 and he can still run his 7-Eleven. That makes sense to me. How it's just a machine moving and moving money. With the sales down of restaurants right now, I'm pretty sure he's falling under that 3.5% that he was mentioning, right? Because restaurants is it's the worst investment you can do in a restaurant right now. It's horrible. The laundromats are there with it, you know what I mean? Here's what I'm saying, is that if you're in the junk removal industry and you want to hit that $1 million mark, go hit it. But you're going to notice that your bank account is still going to be nothing. You're doing something that you could work at a Super Target as a manager. You could work as a Walmart manager, a Home Depot manager. You could go get you a job that makes you $70,000, $80,000 with a slight of education. So go do that. Go do that and go work in West Texas with oil. Those guys make 90 grand just starting off. Hell, they make 75 the first year, 90 the second year. After 5 years, they make 120. Go do that. Why are you worried about junk removal and all the liability? Here's the worst thing that can happen to you. Okay? Here's the worst thing that can happen to you. Is that you have these 5 employees. You have these... you have these 5 trucks, these 10 employees, and you have a lot of liability. It takes one mistake to end your business. It takes one poison pill of an employee to hurt a customer, to rape a customer, to fight another customer, to punch another customer. It just takes one bad pill to ruin your whole business. But you're willing to do that to make $70,000 a year. I'm going to tell you this right now. There is not one junk removal owner that I know that makes $1 million. Oh, I'm sorry. There's not one junk removal owner that I know that has $1 million in the bank. Not one. I do not know anybody that has $1 million in the bank that does junk removal or in this industry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to tell you that. Show me the receipts. Show me the receipts. And call me a liar. Show me the receipts. I make all this and no videos, not the junk guys and the Tuesday night crew. Now buy my course. Dude, this is ridiculous. Don't be misguided by the people that sell their business. Who sells a business for $200,000 or $150,000? Who sells a business like that and makes any money? How is that possible when you don't have anything to show for it? When you don't have anything to show for it, it's ridiculous. Why would you sell the gold mine if you're making that much money and made $1 million in sales? Why would you sell a gold mine? It's a lie, guys. And we've all fell into that deception of web deception. 5 trucks, 10 employees, $1 million in sales. I believe that. I do believe that. I also believe you don't have any money in the bank, too. That I do believe. You don't have to tell me, guys. I'm not an idiot. You don't even have to mention it. We know you don't have $1 million in the bank. So don't say that. Especially if you're peddling the CRM, or you're peddling SMS, or you're peddling website design, or you're peddling SEO on the side. Okay? You don't have to tell me that. I know you're not making any money. I know that you're struggling and you probably made $80,000. I know that. $70,000, whatever you want to believe. Whatever you want to believe, guys. I know that for a fact. The fact is, you land in more liability, you land in more problems, and you landed 10 disgruntled, or maybe 3 disgruntled employees while you were building this so-called $1 million empire of yours. And that's all you did. And I'm sorry to say, and they started their business 3 years ago, now they make $1 million. I want to see their fucking Lamborghini. I want to see a Ferrari. I want to see something like that. Come on, guys. Come on. I don't want to see a fucking Chrysler 300 or a Mustang GT. Jesus Christ, look, my nephew has one of those. Show me something. Show me receipts. They can talk the talk, but you won't walk the walk. Talk the walk, walk the walk. You can talk it, but you won't show it. And that's why most of these companies, yeah. I see most of these companies, these guys failing. I don't think they'll go through the 3-year mark or the 5-year mark. Definitely the 5-year mark is even tougher. They always got to do something else. Always got to do something else. And now they want to be like YouTube gurus or TikTokers or whatever. Whatever, man. Good luck with that, too. Good luck with that. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. I'm about to come up to this airport, and I always lose signal. So I'll talk to y'all again, guys. That was my morning video of the day. Y'all have a wonderful week. I got 4 jobs on the schedule in the morning. I haven't even been my first one, and I think it's almost 11 o'clock. I haven't been to my first job. I emptied out my trailer at the property a while ago. That's all I've done. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.